Hi everybody, today we're gonna go on a little tour of Treasure Island, California, in the middle of San Francisco Bay. And I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that's on the island. So this is the main gate. It used to be a naval base. It isn't anymore since about the 1980s, and it's actually built on landfill. They did a Pan American exposition in the early 1900s, and it was a fair, and they had it was like a World's Fair, but mostly like it was the Pan America. And then this is the main gate, and we have a statue of a seal that is quite popular with all the tourists. They love to get their picture taken with it. And then on the other side, there's a big giant anchor, and same deal. And then there's also marina, and this big chunk of land over here is actually a real natural island. That's Yerba Buena Island, which is still a Coast Guard base. And we've got the new bridge over there. Gotta get out of this guy's way, he's in a hurry. And alright, and then as I said, this is beautiful $1 million view here. It's got San Francisco over here, or as Journey calls it, my city by the bay. And let's go over here and we'll get a good there's the city. And we got Angel Island, which was where immigrants came in when we had the mass immigration from China and the Pacific. And then over there we have Alcatraz Island, famous prison. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. And then we have the famous Golden Gate Bridge. And over here we have the Transamerica building, pyramid building. It's no longer the tallest building in the city. And then over here we've got Quake Tower, which is a memorial to the firefighters that were killed in the 1906 earthquake and fire. And it's shaped like the pole that the firemen slide down. And over here we have the original Bay Bridge, and then that's part of the new. That's the new Bay Bridge. I have a video where we drove across it when it first opened a couple years ago. This is the main building in the island. When it was a functioning Navy base, this was the main offices, and it's made famous by being a part of the movie The Caine Mutiny with Humphrey Bogart. In fact, Miguel Ferrer drove his Jeep right up that driveway. This is the Long Pier. It's a hazard, and you're not supposed to enter it. And it used to go way out there. And when I was a little boy, my dad and I used to catch crab we'd throw the crab net over the side, and we'd catch crabs. We used to go way out there, but one year the aircraft carrier, I think it was the Enterprise, ran into it and broke it, and the ship ran aground, and it was just a big mess, so they condemned it and won't let anybody on it. And that was really neat when you could go out there. And over here, with all the demolition that's going on, they used to have these the housing units for the they used to have a fire control school, where the Navy would learn how to fire the weapons, and they used to have the housing dormitories over here. They tore them down, and originally George Lucas was going to put his museum here after he failed to put it in San Francisco, and then they were going to put it in Chicago, and the plans fell through. And then they were thinking about putting it here, and I think that plan fell through, and they're going to be putting it in somewhere in LA, which is kind of fitting because he went to USC film school. And Treasure Island is a man-made island at sea level, so if there is ever a tsunami, the evacuation route goes up to Yerba Buena to the highland. Treasure Island is on the migratory route for Canada geese on their way to and from Canada to the south. There is some wildlife here. We got a lot of raccoons, feral cats, the occasional possum, and of course the migratory birds. Treasure Island is trying to attract businesses, and there are some businesses here, such as the Bay Area Barbecue Grilling School, and that would I wouldn't mind going there. You know, learn how to do briskets and pork, and there's a glass company, and there's a lot of wineries here. And by a lot of wineries, I mean maybe 3 or 4. This actually used to be the brig, and I talked to the guy who used to be the commandant of the brig when he was in the Marine Corps, and he said this was actually the only female brig on the West Coast. And you know, many a sailor or Marine was dragged here by shore patrol. This is a view of the other side of the island. We have a great view of UC Berkeley. You can see the Campanile Tower over there. Go Bears. And then over here is El Cerrito. And then we have the other side, or the new side of the Bay Bridge. And they're still doing some demolition work on the old bridge. You can just see it over there. You know, the old bridge. I miss the old bridge, kind of. And over here, then we have Richmond and you know, and Berkeley. And then we got Oakland over here. We have the Oakland docks over there, and those structures over there. The machinery they use to offload the ships, that inspired George Lucas in The Empire Strikes Back, you know, for the AT-ATs and the ATSTs. On this side of the island, there's a firefighting training school, and there's also a Little League baseball diamond here. I don't want to interrupt their training, but it's pretty extensive. They have a simulator for, it looks like a helicopter or an airplane. You know, some various various structures, and it's a pretty neat place to do their fireman training. This dock is where the owner of, or the CEO of Oracle Computer Systems would dock the yacht, or actually it was a catamaran that was used in the America's Cup. And every year Oracle has a big fair with Ferris wheels and famous artists that sing, and it's quite the event on Treasure Island. As I mentioned before, Treasure Island was a training area for the Navy for the Navy personnel to learn how to fire various weapons. And this was a training simulator for one of the guns that they're on cruisers and aircraft carriers, and I believe it's an anti-aircraft gun. And it's still here. It's one of the last vestiges of the Navy's presence on Treasure Island. And this used to be a hangar, and now it's a winery. But they used to make movies here. They made the movie Rent, and when they were making the movie Rent, there were a lot of waif-like dancers all around the island practicing their dance moves. And I believe they also filmed the first Incredible Hulk movie, not the good one, but the one that Ang Lee directed, and they filmed that here. And also, when they were making the movie Zebra, they stored the taxi cabs and the period cars that were used in the film. They parked them in this lot over here. This is another former Navy building that has been used in making movies and TV shows. They filmed a lot of the TV show Nash Bridges, which was set in San Francisco. They filmed a lot of it here, and this Angel Rescue Services, Aeromedical Transport. They had a short-lived TV series. I think it lasted one season, called Trauma, and they had a helicopter, and they would land the helicopter in this lot, and then this was kind of like an outdoor set. And when they closed the Bay Bridge down for a little bit because of a cable snap, and they were able to film some helicopter rescue scenes on the bridge. Right now, well, it was a winery for a while, and they're tearing it down, which is why it's all fenced off. And here's the other side of that main building that was in the Keene Mutiny. And that's the other side of the building I showed you previously, where they filmed Rent and the Hulk. Now across the street we have the Treasure Island Job Corps Center, and it's a government program that helps at-risk youths learn a trade, get their high school diploma, get a job, become productive members of society and realize their full potential so they can soar. And then, there's a lot of demolition work going here on Treasure Island, and it's kind of exciting to kind of see it renovated. And what we did is we went all the way around the island, and we're back here, and I hope you liked it. Give me a hearty thumbs up. If you have any Treasure Island stories, post them down below. Subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye now.